From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, protesters are vowing the government will feel their impact as protests continue against the government's pay equity changes. The bill, halting pay equity claims and raising the threshold to lodge a claim based on gender discrimination, passed this week under urgency. Hundreds of protesters turned up outside ministerial offices around the country yesterday and today in opposition. The PSA's Kate Davis says some 1,500 women, young and old, turned out in Nelson today.
This will go all the way to the election. They will vote with their anger, and they want to see pay equity. They want to see a return to legislation that would enable them to actually see it in their lifetime.
A 73-year-old man who went missing in Masterton earlier this month has been found. John Rafferty's body was found by a search and rescue team this morning. Police have thanked the community for their assistance and acknowledged the dedication of the search crews. A motorcyclist has been taken to hospital in critical condition following a crash on Auckland's southern motorway this afternoon. Emergency services were alerted to the crash involving a car and a motorbike just after 3 o'clock. The southern motorway closed northbound between Market Road and the Wellington Street on-ramp. Lengthy delays are likely. Pakistan's military is launching retaliatory strikes on India as tensions boil between the two nuclear-armed neighbours. It follows its accusations Delhi launched missiles at 3 Pakistani air bases earlier today. Pakistan's airports authorities now close the country's airspace. Indian authorities are closing 32 airports across the north and west of India. Tension on the border has been escalating since militants killed more than 24 civilians in Indian-controlled Kashmir last month. BBC correspondent Samira Hussain says civilians are feeling on edge.
There are towns and villages along the international border that are being evacuated as safety precautions.
That's news. In sport, the Black Ferns are beginning their work in earnest to defend their Rugby World Cup crown, playing Australia's Wallaroos in Newcastle. It's the start of their Pacific 4 campaign and a Super Saturday. The Crusaders host the Chiefs tonight in a top-of-the-table game in Christchurch. All Blacks first 5 Damien McKenzie insists the Crusaders are back after their poor 2024 season, and their opponents are now a complete side again.
I think that's led by a lot of physicality up front, and they've got a pretty exciting backline as well, and they're playing great rugby, and I think it's a great challenge for us. I think they're probably setting the benchmark in the way they're playing.
Brock Feeney has won the opening supercar sprint race in Tasmania. Ryan Wood was the best-placed New Zealander. He came 6th. That's sport. I'm Joe Gilfillan.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.